There's someone here who wants to speak to you. They are in the metaphorical waiting room of your life, hesitant, unsure if they're allowed to enter, unsure if you even want to hear from them. And yet they think of you very heavily. They're focused on you very strongly. And you, being the psychic one in this connection, are picking up on those vibrations. You are interpreting these feelings as restlessness, sleepless nights, maybe even anxiety late at night. But what you're really feeling is this person lying awake, thinking of you, wondering if there's still a chance is what I'm getting. So in this video, we are going to be channeling messages from this individual. If this reading is for you, I'm getting the number one sign in this video that it is for you is that as I was speaking in that introduction, you felt something within yourself, an energy, an emotion, some kind of sensation. You may have even had a visual in your mind's eye clearly accompanying this feeling that you experienced. That is a major sign not to be ignored that this video is for you. We are going to be using tarot as well as some channeled messages to share what this person is thinking and feeling at this time. What I'm getting most strongly is this is someone who feels as though they cannot come forward to you at this moment. And that is why their soul, their higher self, is using the channel of this video and this YouTube channel to come through to you with a message. So I am going to start by shuffling the cards and getting started here. I hope you're all doing well. If you're new here, my name is Infinity, and this is Magnetize Yourself, where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course, the law of attraction. Give me one moment to take a sip of my coffee here. Okay, the first thing I want to know is what this person couldn't say. What couldn't this person say? That they were overwhelmed. I feel them saying, I'm sorry, I left without speaking up at the time. I left wordlessly is what I'm hearing from this person. I vanished very suddenly because I felt overwhelmed, not by you, but by my life, by how it measured up to what I perceived your life to be, and overwhelmed by what your presence in my life brought up within me. There may be fire sign energy in someone's birth chart here. What else was this person so overwhelmed about? Tradition and convention with the Hierophant. There was something keeping us apart. Others' perception of how this may have looked, or some kind of a long-standing tradition or convention, societally speaking, that acted as some kind of wall. I tried to put that wall up around myself so that I could block out these feelings for you, but it didn't work. The feelings still came through, and in fact, they're still coming through in spite of these perceived differences, perceived walls that would keep us from being able to solidify this connection in a conventional, traditional kind of way. I knew I shouldn't love you, but I did anyway, and I do anyway. Why now? Why is this person coming through now? Wow. Immediately flying out of the deck, we have the Star card. Because something in their life is changing in a big way. I'm hearing them say, I no longer want to be like the others. I used to care more what other people thought of us, of our connection, of me engaging with you in this way because of those perceived differences or blockages. But I'm changing. I've been changing quietly for a while, and through those changes, you have been the one that I have wanted to speak to about them. But I've also known that it would be disrespectful to come towards you when I left so suddenly in the past. I know that you are the type of person who deeply respects themselves and who may not give out second chances when it comes to someone vanishing without explanation, because you know your worth and I know your worth. And that's exactly why I am terrified to come towards you again. But I want you to know how I see you. I see you almost as my guide. I have this strange subconscious awareness as I am changing, as my mind is opening to new horizons. Through that process, I am somehow sensing that you and your energy are the one guiding me through this. And every day I'm grateful that we met and that I consciously connected with someone like you, because I perceive you almost as this sort of spirit guide in a human form, one that I feel I can't touch or I can't access or even necessarily speak to. It almost feels like I'm breaking some kind of code or agreement or breaking the spell to reach out to you in that way, when something about this feels so spiritual, so sacred, so ethereal. I do have you on somewhat of a pedestal, but also I feel this person saying that it feels fair to have you on a pedestal because you've left such a grand impression on them, and you do have so many admirable traits and characteristics. We have the Empress just coming through so strongly here. That is how this person perceives you. I'm hearing them say, I want to be free like you, free of what other people think of me, free of the mundane nature of my life. I perceive you as someone who is extremely free in every sense. You carry this beautifully wild energy that I admire and both at the same time want to attain to within myself. You make me want to be better. You make me want to grow into the version of myself that no one around me physically believes in, but that I know you saw in me. And maybe that's part of why I was afraid, because when I met you, you held up a mirror to everything I so secretly and deeply desired to be, but was not. And people around me almost, in a way, teased me about that or picked fun at that when they noticed that I was beginning to shift into this version of myself you saw in me. They said, that's not really you, but it was me all along, the inner me, the version of me that I wasn't even hardly familiar with myself, and that certainly no one around me had ever fully seen. I feel that version of myself calling me forward, and I experience it as a pull towards you. So I'm going to go ahead and reshuffle the cards here, and I want to know what this person's intentions are now towards you. With the Seven of Pentacles, this is about making an investment for the long term. I'm hearing it will be gradual but steady. This is someone who has determined within their mind that this time they want to invest in this connection energetically, emotionally, for the long term. Yes, it may be slow, but it will steadily grow momentum. Can I get more information on this person's intentions? They want your forgiveness for something in the past, for the way in which they may have disappeared or left suddenly without explanation. I'm hearing, I want forgiveness for how I was too afraid to handle you properly, and so I ran away. With the King of Cups, I feel such a warmth and emotion coming from this person. And again, with the Star, I'm hearing we could build something beautiful together. So this may be someone who wants to build something with you, do some kind of creative endeavor or project with you, or just build a life with you, build a connection of some sort with you. They want to leave behind this past place, this past version of themselves. I'm hearing you saw the loop before I was ready to see it. You saw that this person was trapped in some kind of loop within their own life, but they didn't want to see that yet about themselves. And that is part of what made this connection so complicating, because you saw first what they would later see, but what they weren't ready to see or open to seeing at the time. So what else can I channel about how this person is feeling right now? Rest and rejuvenation. I'm hearing, I'm sorry that I have to take things so slowly, but I have to pace myself here, because every moment of interaction with you, even the smallest moments, are incredibly intense and require a level of energetic processing. We see so much of each other, of ourselves in the other. With the yin yang card, this very well could be a twin flame or a high-level soulmate that's been in this kind of limbo state. I'm hearing it's a gray area of some kind with the indecision card here. But I do feel with the throat chakra, there is going to be some form of increasing rhythm of communication with this person. But that communication and the way in which it grows and expands is going to be in direct proportion to their own expansion spiritually, to this growth process taking place within themselves. I'm hearing you are on the other side of something I am trying to accomplish, a shift or a change I am trying to accomplish within myself, but I am not fully there yet. I get the sense on a higher self level of your soul almost cheering this person on and them having a sense of that, and yet feeling this disconnect from you in the physical, because they have an awareness that you are a representative from a higher timeline where they are embodying a higher version of themselves, but that's not them yet. So every time they interact with you, it's like getting this beautiful but very intense and almost overwhelming glimpse into this version of themselves, their own potential, the version of them that they desire to be. And I just keep getting the message, be patient with me through this process, because I am unraveling from those loops that you identified. I'm ready to see them now, and I'm unraveling from them. It's just a slow process. With the constraints card in the reverse position, I feel the more this person frees themselves from those loops and steps into their own freedom, the more they naturally drop into their heart space. And there in their heart is this natural, steady, continuous connectedness to you. And I see that opening up romantic doors between the two of you, but it being something that they have to do in their own time. So I hope this reading was helpful for you. If so, subscribe to the channel, join our beautiful community here on YouTube. If you would like to manifest contact from this person or any other specific person in your life, I recommend my Break No Contact Subliminal. I've been receiving dozens of comments from many of you who have been using this and seeing the most powerful, sometimes nearly instantaneous results hearing from a person that you've been desiring to hear from after meditating with this audio track. So if you would like to try it free for yourself and see how it works for you, you can download the Sound and Soulful app. The link to do so is in the pinned comment and description box underneath this video. Otherwise, I am closing the reading here now. Have a beautiful remainder of your day, and I will connect with you here again in the next reading.